today's video was going to be based on our quality check and like what exactly makes tile different. And originally we were supposed to have our QC head, Mr. Vimal Dalsania, from the factory over here in the office. But due to some work, probably because of the quality check work, he couldn't make it to the office right now. So we have Yukti Bhalara. She will explain us about the quality check and what kind of parameters to look for. So this is the QC report which I have got from Mr. Vimal. This is like a 2-page QC report which basically their team do. So what exactly is the method they follow, Yukti? Can you explain?
Yeah, so why are we different from others, and why do we have why our quality check is very much important in the tiles? The reason is we do the dual quality check process, that is at the time of manufacturing we do the QC, and to be sure and to be more precise we do the QC after 1 or 2 days. So that is how we do the dual process of QC.
So there are lots of technical terms on this QC report. Can you explain like what is the most important parameter? I think it is the bending or the planarity, right? The surface flatness.
Yes, it is important, but the first one is surface is more important, like what we are seeing it from the visually what we can see. The first one is like you can see the surface, I mean you can see the pinholes, like it is like small dot you can see visibly there, and then we have like dimples, we have micro pinholes that like smaller holes which are lighter than the main pinholes or like that, which can be visually seen there. Then we have
distracting,
I mean it when we see it, it becomes more distracting, like we cannot accept it. Then we have waves in our tiles. Then I mean you can see in the sunlight we have little waviness in the tiles, so that is unacceptable for a lot to manufacture.
Correct. And nowadays they use a lot of bright lights even in the indoors as well. So maybe if you are having a bad surface subway tile in the bathroom and every day you have to see it, it can be really frustrating sometimes. So that is the most important, I think. The surface. But the report has like the planarity report on the back on the second page. So it must be important also, the surface flatness.
Surface flatness is of course very much important. Reason is when you lay the subway tile and if it is not as flat as you want, it won't be visually pleasing. When you lay the tiles, it may be uneven, it won't be pleasing, or you won't have the actual look that you are expecting, and then you will be disappointed with the product, that okay, this is a very bad product, I was expecting a different look and then I'm getting a different look. That is the reason why the surface is very much important to measure. The surface flatness is very much important to measure.
Correct.
Yes.
And then there is a MOR. What is MOR?
So MOR is a measuring unit for measuring the strength of a tile. So we have this machine wherein we keep the tile, and then at what pressure the tile breaks down is the point wherein the MOR is measured. So that is what MOR is, that at what point the tiles breaks down, that is how much strong it is.
Okay. Understood. So MOR is important because you don't want your tiles to break while laying or even after the usage. So that is very important. Then there is a marker test. Like what is the marker test?
Marker test is that we do it with each and every tile, not only for the smaller formats, we even do it for the larger format tiles as well. It is not only very common, but it is very much important as well. Like what we do is we check the tile with the permanent marker, and if it can be removed, it is okay test for us. If it cannot be removed, then the whole lot is rejected.
I have seen it. The QC team is very much using like a bulk of ink.
They always have a marker with them.
Sometimes they even like in some of the larger formats they like have a bucket of raw ink and they pour it on the tile, and then they check the I think it is for the stain, right? If
Yes,
it is not,
yes,
it can
to
be
check
removed.
the stain QC, like if
Yeah.
we do it for the marker test or any other test, we check the how it is when we have the stain on it, like stain removal. If it is okay, if it gets removed, it is
Yeah.
okay. If it doesn't get removed or if there are stains that are left there,
Yeah.
we reject the whole lot.
But what is the reason that ink doesn't come off? Like, what is the reason? Is it because of the body of the tile or the something else?
It is because of the glaze of the tile that
Okay.
we are having it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
So glaze, you need to improve the quality of the glaze if it is not proper. Then.
Yes.
Yeah. So where do you like normally buy the glaze? Like
We use glaze from the Spanish companies that we are having, which
yeah.
actually makes our product more better and exclusive from the different from the other manufacturers from India.
Correct. So next on the surface is the L value. This is for the white tiles, I think. What is the L value?
Yes, L value is a measuring unit for measuring the whiteness of the tile, like how much whiteness it should be there or how much whiteness it has to be there. Ideally, the whiteness of the tile should be more than 90 units, but then we have achieved so far from 90 till 95 as well. So I think that is really commendable job that we have done for the whiteness, and we are trying our level more and more best for achieving the whiteness of our tile.
Yes, definitely. This looks pretty white, but this is the matte. I think the glossy is even whiter.
Even whiter, yes.
Yeah. So then the next one is the water absorption. That is, I think, pretty basic, but you can explain.
Yes, so water absorption is a method wherein we check at how much time the water is absorbed from the tile.
The
so we
quantity
have
of water, you
yes.
mean, yeah.
So in how much time as well the quantity of water is absorbed.
Okay.
So we have this process that is here, and what we are doing is we will be pouring the water in the tile, and we will check out that how much time the water is getting absorbed. So that is water absorption capacity, so that it doesn't.
Yeah. It doesn't. I think it is used for the waterproof applications such as bathroom.
Yeah.
And those places, so it doesn't get stain on the front. I think,
Yes,
right?
yes. We also have this facility. Our tiles are waterproof tiles because we have this facility of having an waterproofing facility, wherein once the biscuit tile come out from kiln, we glaze it with waterproofing glaze N-gob, with N-gob, so that the tiles can become more of waterproof, and then we go for dual glazing process of the tile. So it becomes it becomes a very good product when you see it. Waterproof product. Normally people provide us with the water resistant products, but this is what we are providing is with a special process that is called a waterproofing process, where we have a layer of N-gob in between the ink and the glazing, and before printing everything, we have this N-gob layering.
Okay, so what you basically mean is that you check for the water absorption in the each and every day, or like every week? How do you do it?
We check the water absorption with every lot that we produce. We don't go for weeks or days. We check it with the every production.
Every batch.
Yes, every batch we check it with random. We do not go for it like whatever we like it. We just pick the tile and we randomly check the water absorption.
Yeah. So you mentioned the biscuit tile. So if you guys are not familiar, this is the biscuit tile. It is like just the body. It is fired once, and it is not printed or glazed or anything on the
fresh
top
from
of
the
it.
kiln.
Yeah, this is the printed or final tile. This is the second time fired, double fired, and this is the first time fired biscuit tile. So I think we have made a complete video on the biscuit tile as well. So if you guys are interested in learning more, then you can check out. We will put a link over here or somewhere in the description. Okay, so you have mentioned that there is the weight, then the size, and the thickness of the tile. So what exactly is that? Like weight of a box or weight of a tile, or what is it, like thickness and everything?
So thickness of a tile is something that is very much important to check. Usually people think that it is not important, but it is actually a very vital point to have it. Reason is usually people reduce the size of the tile, the thickness of the tile, so that they can load more products in one batch, and they can have it so
and
that
they can save the money.
yes, they can save the money, but we do not suggest it. We would suggest it to have ideal size, ideal thickness of in the ideal thickness of tiles, which is 8 mm. We even produce it in 10 mm as well. So like the thicker the tiles, it is better the batches, so it doesn't get more breakage, or it is stronger than what we are actually producing. So it is very much important. Usually people also ask for reducing the thickness of tile, which is not suggestible. And
so that is interesting. And what about the sizes? Like, what is the size variation?
Yes, size variation is something that we check. That what is it? Like, if you hold this tile, we check the size diagonally from this end to this end, and from this end to this end. Now, why do we check the sizes diagonally? Because to measure it, that we are having it the equal and the right amount of sizes from all the sides, and it is very much important to measure the sizes. Reason is that if we lay the tiles, then the sizes are uneven. If we are having an uneven size, then there are possibilities that when you lay it, there you may find the gaps in between, and you have the grouting won't look good, or maybe if you are going for without grouting, it won't look good. There will be gaps in between. So that is the reason why it is very much important to check the sizes from all the ends.
Okay, so not just the sides but also the diagonals.
Yes.
So I can imagine that, like, you can see if the sizes are not proper, like if there is a variation, then if you lay it like side by side, maybe a row of 10 tiles, then it won't match, like all the rows. Or the grout lines would be not the straight. It would be uneven. So that would be a really bad situation.
It won't be visually appealing.
You definitely won't enjoy your space if you have such bad subway tiles. So I hope you understood a little bit about the quality of the subway tiles, like what are the things which you should look for, and what a manufacturer should look for, what an importer should look for, and what we follow right now. So it is very important, because subway tiles is small tiles, so normally people think that it doesn't matter, the quality doesn't matter, and you can sell whatever quality you are producing, but it's not true. Like, it is very critical to have aesthetically nice looking interiors, or even the exterior sometimes, like to have the proper finish, proper surface, proper size, and everything, as we discussed in the video.
Even you can have you can lay it down in different patterns as well. If you haven't watched our video of different laying patterns,
that was a really interesting video, because there were so many different laying patterns which we didn't knew can be possible. So if you should definitely check out next. And if you have any questions about the quality, if you think that we missed out something which you don't understand, like why your tile is not proper, or sometimes you are having a problem, then you can let us know, like what kind of problems you are facing while purchasing the subway tile. What are the things which should look for. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions regarding the quality of the subway tiles, or any of the tiles, like even the porcelain tiles, the porcelain slabs, then you can let us know in the comment section. And as Yukti mentioned, that there was also an interesting video about the laying patterns of the subway tiles. If you haven't checked out that video, I will put that video in the description below, and definitely you should check it out if you are looking to make something unique, or you want to revamp your bathroom or your office or your decor action wall. Have a look at that video and let us know any other questions you have. Thank you.